Greetings and welcome back to more Stranded Deep as we continue to explore the features and content in the 0.07 update. In this video we're going to take a more in-depth look at the triangular building pieces and foundations, and we're going to see what we can build with them. Now, in the previous video, I went into a little bit of detail just showing you around the island that I'm on here. It is, of course, Cave Island, an island that I put together for the specific purposes of just having somewhere to test and build all sorts of interesting things. And to that end, I dumped a whole load of resources on the island. There's a cool cave, there's all sorts of wonders here, but we're going to ignore most of that today because, of course, we're here to build and to see what we can produce. We're also going to experiment with just exactly what the restrictions are between placing the building pieces, the foundations on top of each other or near to rocks and stones and different things like that, because it's a little bit confusing and it seems like it perhaps isn't working the way it is supposed to work currently. But let's start by placing one of these triangular pieces of foundation, shall we? So we select the building options from the crafting menu, and we have this new wedge foundation and the new wedge floors. We also have some new steps and things as well. But let's start with the wedge foundation, shall we? So wedge foundations are triangular, and we're going to have a plank foundation. I think we've got loads of planks knocking about, and planks are nice and sturdy looking, so let's do that, shall we? Now, if we try and place this, so one thing that seems to be clear at the moment is the foundation collision detection does not register the cliff pieces. So you can see I can clip right into a cliff piece if I want to, which frankly is the way I would prefer it to work for everything. Also, it seems to be perfectly happy with plants. It does not like trees, actual trees, but it seems like the more planty things, the low-level planty things, it's quite happy to clip through. This is actually a stone, and weirdly it also seems to be able to clip through that as well. So I think that is just a stone piece, a large stone, and clearly it can clip through that as well. This is also a large stone, it can clip through that. It's interesting. Here we have a small stone, and it can clip through that. Interesting. So I guess it's just that I don't know what was causing the weird issue for me inside the cave in the update island. It does seem to be less restrictive than I perhaps had thought, although there is still the restriction on placing two foundations too close to each other. Right, so let's just place this. So a wedge foundation piece is just a triangle, right? And if we place another wedge foundation piece, so we can then create these like diamond shapes like that. So if we wanted to, for example, we could create that. We need more plank scraps. Hold on, I'll be back. We've got loads over here. Don't worry, my outside storage has loads of plank scraps. Plank scrap like that. And now we've got, what's this, a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you can build like a hexagon type shape for like a little beach hut. Should we make this a little beach hut, a little hexagonal beach hut? I think that could be quite cool. Let's go with walls then. Maybe just wood walls. Wood stick walls for the proper, like, now they will snap to the nearest wall and it will suddenly change, so you have to be how many times I've kind of thought I had it lined up like that, and then I'll move slightly and then bang, it's like that just as you place it, and oh no, that's not good. Alright, so we want it to go there. One. I'm really looking forward to getting windows back, by the way, and doors, and maybe some kind of just like a support type thing, like an arch might be nice, to help kind of like beef up the internal structure. It'd be nice to have literally just like an internal support for the structural system. We'll take a look at the structural system a little bit later, but let's go with another wood stick wall here. Go here. There. Now, I'm not going to put one here because we need a way in and out. And I prefer a window here, in all honesty, but I don't think there's anything that I can really do. I could put maybe like a driftwood wall up, because that's like mostly transparent. Look. There we go. So you can sort of sit in here. We can put another foundation, just a square foundation. You can have a square foundation coming off any direction you want. We'll make this just like sticks here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. Now there's two things you can do to put a roof on. You can either use floor sections, and of course we have wedge floor sections that we can use for this. Or you can use wall sections. Of course, wall sections are not necessarily going to work brilliantly for wedges like this. I mean, if we start with this, maybe we could put like a tarp roof on. We go like, interesting. See how it fits like that? Should we try this? I'm gonna try it just to see what it does not like it. It does not like it at all. Can we put wedge-shaped floors on? Maybe using a bit of a corrugated roof? It's probably not going to like it either, you know. So there's nothing else to support it? No. How can we fix this? Let's put foundations all around the outside. Yeah, we're going to put... we need more wood for this. We're going to put wood foundations all the way around the outside. So as I said, you can attach square foundations or wedge-shaped foundations to each other. So if we just go with some square foundations, look around like this, that. This is why I conjured all of these resources. You understand now, you really chew through these resources at a hell of a rate. Now I could, in theory, put wedges in between these, I think. Like if we went for like yeah, like that, you see? Oh, yes. Let's do that. Might as well. There we go. I'm not going to put them here because this is kind of a separate type of thing here. But you can, well, maybe I should. Let's leave it for now. Let's discuss though. There is this issue of structural support, and this is what I was saying before. If I want to make additional support for these, I basically have to put whole walls in at the moment, which of course means blocking line of sight. You know, you can't see anything if there is a wall up. If I craft a wall, I could put one like, you know, on this line here, for example, but then I can't walk around on here anymore. What I want, even a door, right? Even if I could put a door, I mean, I could put that door here, but then you've still got a door, you've still got a lot of structure. What I want is just like a few sticks creating an arch for support purposes only, just so that we can then place the roof pieces and have it not collapse on us. I think that's reasonable, isn't it? I would hope that that's reasonable. Look, we could just maybe get away with that. I mean, it's certainly far from ideal, but maybe that will give us the support we need to be able to put a tarp roof on. Here now, that's supported by this wall and that wall. Yeah? Yeah, okay, it works. I mean, the tarp wall is slightly broken. Can we put a tarp wall here now? Yeah, okay. I think that's because it's being supported by the neighbouring tarp roof. Tarp wall, I should say. I mean, it's like a wall. It's basically a wall. That one. It's really weird looking. It's really weird looking. That one there, like that. Oh, that one it will not allow. We can't finish our very, very sketchy tarp wall, it seems. What I might be able to do is add another piece here. See, if we go with another foundation, like that, and then we put a wall on that, bear with me, 6 sticks, that, now, that, okay, that held, and then, wall, tarp, now it doesn't want to place it. The tarp roof has failed us. The tarp roof is a failure. I mean, it sort of sticks out in awkward ways, and it doesn't look that great, and it doesn't appear to have any kind of framework when it's used as a roof, so they just float there, sort of suspended. Oh, there we go. There you go. Okay, so the tarp roof has failed. Now we're going to go for an actual wedge floor, which would mean as well that we could use it as a second story, and we could then build on top of it again if we wanted to. So let's do that. Let's go with plank scraps, like that. That won't stand. Even though it's got support from this and support from this, it's supported on two sides, it can't do it. It just won't stand. I don't think there's any way around this. I just don't think there's any way around it. We need more planks to continue experimenting anyway. We are going to chew through our reserves at this rate. Hold on. I inadvertently picked up some steel then. I actually chewed through, like, the outside plank store. We've chewed through the entire thing. And we've barely started. I mean, all we've built is this. All we've built is this. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. It doesn't help the fact that when you fail to build something or when you disassemble something, you get no refund. that I would like to see fixed ASAP. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the stable build, so it should be a playable game experience, and it's very punishing, and it dissuades people from experimenting with building if you're not going to give them a full refund, or at least a partial refund of the materials. Oh, that actually stays. Interestingly, that actually stays. Can we get one to go here then? Can we get like that? No. What if we do it like this? No, it does not. It does not, and it will have none of it. Let's build some steps and go up and have a look. There we go. So, up here, now can we just build a second floor on here? We can't have it step out because of the structural support. So if we build a second wood wall here, like that, just sort of a random top wall like that, will that then give us the support we need to put... Oh, come on! But you've got supports! There's supports all over the place! It should work! I think I broke it. I think I broke the system. I don't think it's supposed to function like this at all. And now it's just burning through my resources pointlessly. Look, it wants to place it on the other side, but I want it to place on this side. But I don't think it can't. It just can't do it. And I don't know why. We've got a support across here. We've got a support there. All right, there's no support there, but there are other things that don't have us. Look, both of these are only supported on two sides, and yet this one doesn't work. And of course, if we try and put another foundation up, we can't do it because it's too close. Look, you have to get really very far away. Look how far away you have to get before the other foundation will actually allow you to place it. Well, clearly the structural support system still needs to be worked on, but you can see like the gist of where you can go with this. Look, let's get rid of this because it's just in the way and it's not achieving anything. If we could like close this off, you'd have a nice little hut. And actually, if we could get like peaked roof bits or something, that would be nice as well to help sort of, you know, with rain runoff and things. If we start another one, we'll do a steel construction heading out into the water, shall we? Let's go like from here. So we can start with like square, and then we can go for a wedge shape, stick it on the end of that. Then if we wanted to, we could, for example, have these both go off in their own directions. One thing we could do, actually, before we start building with the other one, let's take the container door and we can complete our building, I think, if we use the container door inside. So let's do that, because it would be nice to have it completed, wouldn't it? We just carry our container door over. You can't put the container doors in your inventory, you have to just drag them. But let's go with a door. Container door, it's the only type of door available at the moment, and we just put this down in here on that line there. Pow. Now we should be able to go with plank. Like that. Why don't you work? Don't do this to me. Look, wedge floor. Plank. But there's a thing there. There's a thing right there. You're now supported on 3 sides and you're saying it doesn't work. Alright, so that's a bug. Wedge floor, corrugated scrap. We'll do that there. That doesn't work either. I don't know why that doesn't work now. I mean, both of those should work as far as I can see. But they don't. Door, container door, craft, and put it here. Alright, and now let's try using a bit of corrugated scrap, because we're too lazy to go. We haven't even got enough corrugated scrap. We have to make it out of wood sticks. Some wood... No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. We're going to use the corrugated scrap. Look. Come on now. You can do it. You know you can do it. You know you want to do it. All you got to do is give me a corrugated scrap and go... Pay... No! It didn't work! Curse you, gods of Stranded Deep! Why must all the gods of these worlds thwart me in my efforts? Alright, so we can't complete our hexagonal building. Very, very sadly, very disappointingly, it's going to have to remain forever uncompleted, at least until the next update comes along and fixes, hopefully, whatever the bug is that is causing this problem, this issue. But there you go. It's, look at this. We have to go in here. Close this. Can I, like, maybe hold something? Yeah, there we go. That's less obtrusive. I mean, I wouldn't even mind so much if this and this was covered, and then this wasn't. Like, that I could deal with, because this is the entranceway. I mean, we could maybe have constructed it like that, but, well, never mind. Never mind! Close the door! Let's go and continue doing what we were doing over here. So, as I was saying, what you can do is you can mix the straight sections and the triangular sections to create all sorts of different structures. Now, obviously, you could get yourself into a spot of bother if you're not too careful, especially when you start adding second floors, because of course you can arrange the second floor in a different configuration to the ground floor. Whilst that's allowed, it is liable to break things. You know, as you can see, it's hard enough to get second floors and supports and things working, even when everything is lined up neatly. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about trying to test the system too extensively at this point. Steel scrap, go like that. Now there's nothing to fill that gap there, as far as I know. Steel again, and now we have an issue. You see, now we have an issue with these two things clipping into each other again. Does it really matter? This is my question to the Stranded Deep devs. Does it really matter if things clip into each other? Yeah, it doesn't look great, but surely the person building it can make the decision as to whether they think it's appropriate or not for something to clip into it. We can't build here. Too close to another structure. Too close to another structure. What happens if we build a foundation out there? Like that. Can we fit into that gap now? Wedge foundation, maybe with some sticks. We're just mixing and matching like crazy now, but there you go. As you can see, like I said, you can make all sorts of interesting shapes and combinations and things, and it's much more interesting than just square block building. We'll make some kind of like mad corrugated contraption jetty thing going out into the water here. I think that obviously is the right thing to do right now. Like that. That. You're like it's just a ramp. The corrugated ramp. Up we go. I quite like that. So there you go. Wedge, building with wedges, building with triangles. It is a interesting and somewhat complicated game, but it allows you to produce some very nice results. And as they iron out some of the issues, bugs and other sort of like facets, and of course add more building materials, more building shapes and things that we can use in order to be able to make these structures work, this system's only going to go from strength to strength. And I mean, definitely being able to like do this bit here, I'm not quite sure what's gone wrong here. I might have another go at this at some point in the future and see if we can't just, because it should be possible to complete this shape, especially if you've got a door in there. And you know, and hopefully indeed it will be. Of course, once again, it's worth reiterating that this is early access, and so all of these features are going to be continually developed and improved on, I am sure. But already we've got the foundation of a very good system here, and I have to say the triangle building pieces are a fantastic addition. It's really good to see it, and the regular updates that we're getting for Stranded Deep are really encouraging as well. It seems the devs have really gotten a second wind on this game and are pushing out the updates at a fantastic rate. You never know, we might even get another one before Christmas, although perhaps more realistically it'll be early in the new year. Until then, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video, even though I got a little bit frustrated at times. If you have, feel free to hit the like button if you feel so inclined. Of course, if you aren't already, you can always subscribe to the channel as well for more Stranded Deep and other content. But until then, thanks a lot for watching. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later.